Hello, welcome back everyone in the continuation of SQL Server Important Question Series. Today we are going to discuss about one of the most important concept. I am assuming that you have seen my last video about running total as how can we do running total in SQL Server. If you don't, then please watch that video. So here we are going to discuss about rows between. What is rows between function? The rows between is used to do the aggregation for a particular column. How? Here we can use various aggregation function like sum, min, max, count and average. But be aware about that when we are using rows between function, then we have to specify the rows. If we will not, then it will take the entire data or entire row. Don't worry about that. We will explain this concept with the help of some coding stuff. But here is a term named as Windows function. If you're not familiar about Windows function, then please just drop a comment. I'll try to upload a separate video for this. There are various kind of Windows function like rank, tens rank and row number. But here we are using over. There are some terms that you must be aware about if you are using rows between, and that are preceding, following and current rows. Meaning of these terms are same as in the words. Like preceding means all the rows before current rows. Following means all the rows after current rows, and current rows means current rows. So here's a basic syntax that we are going to consume in moving further. Like select column name, the function that we are using. Here we can use sum, max, min, average, count, anything. Over rows between, one preceding and one following. Here we have data name as dummy data sales. We will take reference from this table, and first of all we will do sum aggregation. So we are doing sum aggregation on which column? Salary column. Over order by order date. So what we are doing here, we are doing aggregation on salary column. Over, we are using Windows function, we are sorting data on the basis of order date. So what will be the output? Any guesses? Just think about that. We have explained this concept above, but here we are doing the coding problems. It is going to do aggregation for entire rows. As mentioned above, whenever we are using Windows function, we have to specify the rows. If not, then it will take every rows. What it is doing here, it means that like here we have Ramesh, Anshu and Dashrath and many more folks. So it is adding for Ramesh is 10,000 plus 8,000. It is 18,000. 18,000 plus 12,000 is 30,000. 30,000 plus 13,000 is 40,000 and so on. And the last output is 89,500. So here we haven't specified any rows. So it did the aggregation for entire rows. Now we are going to use rows between function. I am using the same query as above, but doing some changes. Rows between one preceding and one following. So just execute this and you will understand this. What we are doing here is running total for 3 rows. Why? Let's understand. Here we are doing select star all of the columns. Sum of salary means we are using aggregation function and we want sum. Over, we are using Windows function order by, we are sorting data on the basis of order date. Here we want rows between, one preceding. One preceding means one row before that. We have anything before Ramesh? No. So it will be 0 plus and one following. means one row after Ramesh, it is Anshu. So we have to take values for Ramesh also, and that is 10,000 plus what is the value of Anshu is 8,000. So what will be the output? 10 plus 8 is 18,000. One more example. Take reference from Anshu. One preceding means one row before Anshu, it is Ramesh. And what is the salary? 10k plus Anshu salary is 8k plus one following means one row after that, it is Dashrath, and this is 12k. So what will be the output? It will be 30k. Hope so you understand the concept, that how we are consuming one preceding and one following. Just take one more example. If we do just some modification like rows between 0 preceding and 1 following. Here we will do running total for 2 because it will take only 2 rows. How? Just understand this. Same query, select star, aggregation on salary column over order by the order date, rows between 0 preceding. 0 preceding means current row. So its current row is for Ramesh. Ramesh is having salary of 10k plus one following, one row after that, it is 8,000, 8k. The output will be 18k. So here we are doing running total of 2 rows. One more example, we take an example of Himanshu. 0 preceding means current row. Current row is 13k plus one following, one row after that, it is 14k. 13 plus 14 is 27k. One more example of current row also, if we have to use the term current row. Same query, select star, sum of salary over order by order date, rows between 0 preceding. Here we will take current row and one following. It will also do running total for two rows. Now take example of Sohan. Current row for Sohan is Sohan, so it will be the 14,000, 14k plus one following means one row after that, and that is Vipul, and that is 15,000, 15k. So output will be 29k. So there are a few cases that we have discussed. How can we use aggregation function like sum for preceding, following and current row? We can use mix, min, max and average also. So just try to understand this also. I am using above query, so it will save some time. Coming to average. Average of salary, just changing the column name, running total average. What changes we did? We only changed the aggregate function, and here we have average. So select star, all of the columns, average of salary over order by order date, ordering data on the basis of order date. Here we will do average for entire, means it will do aggregation and will do average for entire, because here we haven't supplied or included any rows. But what will happen for this scenario? It will give you more clarity. Select star, average of salary, ordering data on the basis of order date, rows between one preceding. One preceding means one row before Ramesh and one following, one row after Anshu. So here we will have 3 values, 3 rows, and we are doing average. So Ramesh salary is 10,000 plus 8,000, because there is no value before Ramesh. So it will do 10 plus 8, it is 18,000, divided by 2 is 9,000. One more scenario, take the example of Anshu. Anshu's salary is 8,000. One preceding means 10,000 and one following means 12,000. So 8 plus 10 plus 12 is 30,000, and we have three values. So 30,000 divided by 3 is 10,000. So you can see that running average is 10,000. Similarly, we will take one last example of average, then we will move to another aggregate function. And here we will take 0 preceding for current row and 1 following, and it will be running total average for 2. Okay, just take example of Dinesh. For the case of Dinesh, we don't have any preceding, we don't have any following value. So 0 preceding means current values. So Dinesh is 1500 plus 0 divided by 1, it is 1500. Take example of Dashrath or Anshu. 0 preceding means 8,000, 1 following is 12,000. 12 plus 8 is 20,000 divided by 2 is 10,000. So this is the basic use of average function if we are using rows between. We have one more stuff, and that is rows between, and that is min and max. So I will explain one scenario only, and I want that you will do one more scenario by yourself and drop a comment so that you can also understand the concept. Here what I did changes only for aggregate function. Here I am using min in place of average. Initially we are using sum. So what it is doing? It is doing minimum of salary, order by order date, and for all. So it is doing for the entire table. You can see that 8,000 and so on, the minimum values. But what will happen if we will introduce here min or max of salary, 0 preceding and 1 following? Okay, so here we are taking running total or max of 3. Just change the column name, max 3. Executing the query once more. Take example of Anshu. So here it will compare values for Ramesh, Anshu and Dashrath, because here we have specified two parameters, one preceding, one following. One row preceding Anshu is Ramesh and one row following Anshu Dashrath. So who is having higher salary? It is Dashrath. Going for Himanshu, it will take one preceding and one following. Who is having higher salary? So on. It is take 14,000. And similarly, we can also change the values as we did above, like 0 preceding, 1 following. And I want you should just write a small code for max cases also, just like I did. So you'll have more clarity. This is how we can consume rows between function. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel, and please drop a comment if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.